is up, gamers? This is That PlayStation Gamer. Today we are talking about that state of play, and man, oh man, just 2026 looking like, goddamn, it's gonna be a year for games. So the state of play happened, and for the most part, I'm gonna say this right now, I don't think a lot if it was really memorable, mostly because, and I'm just gonna say this, guys, like I kind of get to the point with a lot of these, showcases or the state of plays, Xbox events, whatever, where it's like they show so much, and it's like, yeah, so this looks cool. Yeah, I'll probably play some of this, but I'm here for certain things. I was here for the PlayStation announcements, and we got several PlayStation announcements. Hey guys, do you like having headphones? Well, good. But now here's PlayStation speakers. I can't lie here, man. When they announced that, I was just like, yeah, they ran out of colors for headphones, so now they're selling speakers. And oh, by the way, they come in two colors, black and white. But to be fair, I'm in the camp of looking for new speakers because I got a Bluetooth speaker that's not the best for this setup. So, and my TV speakers have been kind of like, I can tell they're kind of starting to go out a little. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is something I would consider buying, depending on price. I don't know the price or anything. Just like, supposedly this stuff that comes out later on. Like, cool. Speakers, great. They announced a new God of War controller. Yeah, the 20 years of God of War. Man, oh man. Ain't like we got a whole fucking entire part of the franchise. We could, seriously just put a port out and be like, there you go. No, we don't get that, but we get a controller, so that's thoughtful. At least we got a controller. Soros is a new game coming out, and it actually looks pretty damn good. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't very sold on Returnal, mostly because of the horror vibes. Okay, I am a person who just doesn't like horror very much, unless it's like slasher horror. Like your Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. But I just wasn't a big fan of Returnal. But I will admit that Returnal's gameplay is really damn good. So when they showed this, and they showed kind of the enhancements, that extra stuff they put on here, I'm like, okay. And it ain't horror themed, so that's good. And this game comes out relatively quick. It comes out in freaking March, which is like, that's crazy. Like, see, if I'm wrong, I'll put it up in the comments. But it's like, damn, that's shockingly soon for a PlayStation first-party game. But then again, they kind of like to do this, where they like to have a big game out at the beginning of the year. Yeah, it's March 2026. So that was one of their big announcements. So other big announcement they had, of course, was the one we all been waiting for, and that is Marvel's Wolverine. And yes, folks, it's coming out this year, fall 2026. Now, do I think it could get delayed out? Yeah, but then any game could get delayed out. I mean, if Grand Theft Auto 6 could get delayed out, which comes out next year, by the way, guess what? It more likely is the case that it could happen with Wolverine, but the longest this game has taken to get out, as much as, people throw this game flag, I am still excited for it. I mean, it's Wolverine's first real solo AAA game that isn't a movie tie-in game, from what I understand. And I'm excited. Like, I kind of want to see what they do here. I want Insomniac to cook. Yeah, they kind of messed up on Spider-Man 2, but even then, I still think Spider-Man 2's story was fine enough. I think it worked. And then you have to remember we have Marvel Token Fighting Spirits coming out. That's pretty freaking cool. So that means PlayStation will have two pseudo-exclusive Marvel exclusive games. So sorry, I can't think straight because I'm thinking so fast. But yeah, you got Marvel Tokens Fighting Spirits, you got Marvel's Wolverine, and then I think next year we're supposed to get the other two Marvel games. I'm not 100% sure. Still no word about freaking Blade, which was supposed to be something that Microsoft was doing, but well, no, I don't know for sure. But it's interesting. Like, this next year is going to be crazy. Like, the whole thing I noticed throughout this whole state of play was like, it's either early or they're confident enough that they'll say it's a late, but they'll give you more of a cemented date. The only one that was really like a cemented date was Marvel Wolverine, which I kind of get that. And I guarantee, just like we're seeing with Ghost of Yote, they are going to go all out on this one. I guarantee there will be a collector's edition. There'll more likely be controllers. Hell, there might be even freaking faceplates and all that stuff. And I am generally excited as a Wolverine fan. I am a huge fan of Wolverine. Mostly, obviously the Fox, Wolverine. But still, I generally find myself excited for this because, it's a new Marvel game. And listen, man, much as I'm tired of Marvel kind of going to the same well at the same time, they don't go to this well enough. So maybe one day we can get an X-Men game. No mention of a Venom game here. Although, if I were to take a guess now, I think that is their next project after Marvel's Wolverine. So, yeah. So, this state of play, overall, if I had to give it a score, I think I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I think it's above average because there were some PlayStation announcements, and I think they actually were cool. I think there were some games here that I've probably forgotten, more likely have forgotten. But they did catch my interest, and there's like this one that's like this roguelike, I think it's supposed to be like a multiplayer game that's being developed by Grasshopper, and it's like Hell Inferno, something like that. So I'll keep my eye on for that one. And there's other stuff like, obviously, there's games out, it caught my interest, but it's like, I don't know if I'll commit to it. I don't even know if I can really remember them. There's this one that kind of reminded me of Disco Elysium, Disco Elysium, I think that's the name of the game, where it's kind of like a top-down, but it's like a role-playing game, and it's like got dice and a lot of dialogue options. So that looked kind of interesting. Like, at the end of the day, I think this was a better state of play than we've gone in the past. But then again, there's state of plays where I thought they were complete trash because they had nothing from Sony, and it was just like, why the fuck did Sony of all companies do this? So, yeah. But overall, it was a good show. Above average because of Marvel's Wolverine and Soros, which, yes, I am very sold on now. I know I just said a minute ago, like, I'm not a big fan of this type of game, but I'm willing to give it a chance because, one, it's House Marquee. If you ever give House Marquee credit for one big thing, is that their gameplay is always good. It's always solid. The one thing I feel like this is something we need to see at some point, and this is the thing I keep saying we need to see, is the Horizon multiplayer game. We know it's in the works, and for a while I've heard behind the scenes that it's been doing okay. So it's like, why is there nothing about this game? Why has it not even been announced at this point? And the way I see Sony's strategy is they don't want to announce games too early anymore. They learned their lesson with Marvel's Wolverine. It's like they announced it way too early. They announced it all the way back in 2021. So I think they learned that you can't announce this stuff too far in advance because it does kind of kill the momentum. And then, listen, I know some people out there get all pissy with Marathon. I want to give Marathon a chance. At the end of the day, do I think it's going to be this big, super successful game? No. But then again, fuck, dude, it's disposable income. Either I just waste it on freaking Marathon or OnlyFans. And honestly, at this point, OnlyFans is getting a little too damn expensive for my taste. So let me take a chance on a game that I'm kind of questionable about. But yeah, 2026 looking like a great year for games for PlayStation gamers, Xbox gamers, PC gamers, and of course just gamers altogether. And that's what I want. I want to see, if anything else, is gamers actually getting excited for games instead of console war and arguing about my piece of plastic is do or my piece of plastic do. It's like, dude, at the end of the fucking day, just play your fucking games, okay? You're a gamer, right? So play games. So until next time, guys, this is That PlayStation Gamer. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that YouTube other than BS. Bye.